Guten Tag, my name is DMAT, and welcome to not only another episode of Backtrack in Time, but also the beginning of the end of the series. This will be the first part of my end of year trip 2021, or the Zoo Lights trip. These back-to-back videos will also take you to 5 zoos, not only in the normal vlog style, but also showcasing the light displays they put on. Starting off our trip, we begin at the Topeka Zoo and Conservation Center. Due to it being cold out, my camera fogged up when we went into the tropical rainforest and the Lianas jungle building. Plus, a lot of the animals were indoors due to, it being December and all. Thus, I decided to make the bulk of this video about one of their star attractions, as well as what is to come. But you know the drill, let's get into what was the Topeka Zoo and Conservation Center like back in the winter of 2021. Like I said, on this visit, we're going to be focusing our attention on one of the zoo's star attractions, Camp Cowabunga. Debuting in 2018, the camp is a love letter to Gary K. Clarke, a former zookeeper, curator, director, and entrepreneur. He has worked at zoos from Kansas City to Fort Worth to the highlight of his career, director of the world-famous Topeka Zoo. After his time in the zoo world, he began Cowabunga Safaris as lifetime owner. In 2018, the Topeka Zoo opened Camp Cowabunga as a tribute to Gary's work. From the animals you'd see on a safari in Africa, to a replica of Gary's safari complete with original African artifacts, the camp also brings what it's like in the African bush to Kansas with informational videos. Furthermore, many of the camp's animals are able to be seen in any season from the main safari building. Of the animals you see, depending on where you enter, one of the first on the exhibit is their troop of patus monkeys. Native to the savannas of sub-Saharan Africa, the Topeka Zoo is the only facility where I've seen the orange primate. Due to their long limbs, this species holds the title as world's fastest primate and can live in female-dominated troops of 10 to 40. The troop shares their habitat with helmeted guinea fowl and the Kirk's dik-dik, the latter of which I've yet to see. Speaking of their habitat, one could argue it isn't the largest they could have made it. However, the Topeka Zoo gets around this by adding a chute to a separate plot of habitat on the other side of the entrance to the camp. Continuing with the camp's immersion aspect, a fake Jeep is also placed so that while you can hitch a quote-unquote ride, the monkeys can stand watch on the hood right in front of you. As you walk through the camp, you see many attributes associated with the safaris in Africa, such as a hot air balloon basket, tent replicas, a canoe, and this construction site, which we'll get to later. Moving on to the building itself, you not only get out and indoor viewing of their patus monkeys, but also you get to see their 2 lionesses. On my first visit ever to the Topeka Zoo, I saw their large male lion, Avas, who unfortunately did pass away back in 2020. On this visit, I saw another lion with a mane. At first, I thought the zoo got another male for its 2 females. However, upon talking with some of the keepers, I quickly learned that the main lion was in fact one of their lionesses. Due to her becoming more dominant and her hormone spiking, she had grown a decent blonde mane. However impressive, this mane wasn't as large or dark as a male's due to the female still not having the hormone testosterone. Other things you see in the building include their painted dog habitat, historic photos, artifacts and informational plaques about African culture, and several guided videos about what it's like working in the bush. One of the final things I filmed was their animals and man building, where you can see the hippo, lemurs, and giraffes in the winter. One thing I do like about the cooler months is that because of the low crowds, you get more of the keepers' attention and are able to know more about the animals that they work with. Now, speaking of the giraffe habitat, the construction site mentioned earlier will be their new upgraded habitat, Giraffe and Friends. Here, the zoo not only plans on building a new pasture and barn for their giraffes, cranes, and ostriches, but also looks to add antelope, creating a cohab savanna, further adding to the safari. In hindsight, I don't really remember why I didn't film more that day, but we fast forward to that evening where we experienced their zoo lights. That night, the Topeka Zoo decked the halls with decorated trees, animal silhouettes, candy cane forest, and even Santa's reindeer. They even opened up the Gary K. Clarke Educational Building, where you can see the zoo's smaller educational ambassadors. While I'll show a short amount of what the zoo lights were like in this video, there's going to be a follow-up video completely focused on the event. I'm going to make that one a more relaxed montage that someone could play in the back of a Christmas event. You'll see what I mean later. I'll also be doing this for the rest of the videos in this saga, so stay tuned. And with that, you now know what a portion of the Topeka Zoo and Conservation Center was like back in the winter of 2021. I hope you all enjoyed this video and will consider liking and subscribing to the channel, as well as following us on our other social media platforms. LinkTree in the description below. And share this video out to anyone who likes safaris, zoo lights, or just zoos and animals in general. I thank you all for watching, and remember, always be prepared, do good daily, and love nature, for your life is a canvas, and you have the brush. Auf Wiedersehen!